Hey everyone, welcome to Relax into Sensuality, your adventure in purity. I'm at Lake Tahoe right now, and I am in full rebellion, and I can't wait to tell you what I'm rebelling against. But first, let me show you Lake Tahoe. It is so, so beautiful. This is my favorite place to be. I live about 45 minutes from here, and it's just lovely. So, as I've been doing these videos, something weird has been going on. And I've been feeling this, like, intense resistance, like a wall that just sort of shows up in random places. I'll feel super resentful, or super victim-y, or guilty, or shameful. And I haven't really been able to figure out exactly what is the deal. And I hadn't connected it to the videos until this week. Here's what I realized is going on. In taking more time for me, taking more time to experience my my senses and really do the things that I want to do, I am realizing just how much I, at a core level, believe that my needs don't matter. And people really don't care. Don't care about me, don't care about my needs. I find myself repeating these kind of stories. Like, you can't do that. Or when I do something going, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did that. Like, I have so many other things to do. Or I have, how could I be so ridiculous and so vulnerable? How could I let myself be so silly? And then on the flip side of that, when I am denying myself, things that I want or that I need, and then my family comes around, then all of a sudden I'm so resentful of them, and I'm like thinking, well, at least they should see me, at least they should meet my needs. I find myself saying that my kids are selfish, my husband. I found myself feeling like, oh, I'm just his toy. He just does whatever he wants with me. He just comes and goes whenever he wants, and all of these are tied to the core belief my needs don't matter and people don't care. This is what we call, in quickening coaching, we call this a limiting focus. A limiting focus is a common story that many people tell themselves, and it does exactly what it says it does. It limits us. It limits our ability to choose into other things. And so this has been my limiting focus throughout these videos is, and at any time I step outside of it, it comes back and slaps me like in the back of the head. And it sucks. I hate this focus. I seriously hate it. So there's really three different ways that I see that you can go with this focus. This focus is obviously a hindrance to us living in our true sensuality as beautiful women, striving to really embrace our sensuality and our childlikeness, our purity. So I'm going to tell you what you can do. The first thing you can do when you identify this, well, first of all is we need to identify it. Then we have three choices. So when you start to hear yourself playing some of these same old tapes, there's so many versions of the same thing. My needs don't matter and people don't care. So you identify that you're telling yourself that. It usually comes with a feeling of discomfort. Any kind of discomfort. For me, mine has come in feelings of guilt, feeling like a victim, feeling helpless, feeling like I'm too much or I'm too little, like there's not enough time. It comes in so many different forms of discomfort. And not all discomfort, I'm not saying all discomfort comes back to this one, but you'll know it when you identify it. Like, oh, there it is. I really believe at some core level that my needs don't matter and people don't care. And I think that pretty much everyone I know struggles with this. often, especially women, especially stay-at-home moms, especially moms. Okay, so we identify it. Then we can stay in it. We can just submit to it. We can feel sorry for ourselves, feel like a victim, pout, feel resentment, all that stuff. The next thing is we can, my kids are playing. Want to see? I'm sure you can hear them. So I brought all my kids to Lake Tahoe today because we are in full-on rebellion. They're building a teeter-totter, apparently. I'm not sure if that's safe, but that's okay. So we can submit to the thing. The next thing is we can rebel against it, which is what I'm doing. We can rebel against it, and we can just say, I don't care how much these horrible feelings come up in me. I'm just going to keep doing this because I know that my needs do matter. And then there's a third thing that we can do. And this is go into our values. So now I'm going to teach you a really beautiful coaching tool. You can, when you notice discomfort in yourself, you can use that discomfort as an alarm to go inward. What I do is I place my hand on my heart and I ask myself, what do I really want to experience right now? And I'm not talking about things that I can do. I'm actually talking about values. And I'm going to give you the values list in the comments. So I look at this list, I place my hand on my heart, and I say, what do I actually want to experience right now? And then I utilize whatever value really sticks out to me as a compass to figure out what I'm going to do next. Whether or not I'm going to choose into the thing I wanted to do or choose into some other thing. What's so beautiful is if it's because of something that I really want to experience, no matter what I choose, it's going to bring me joy. And so that's obviously very special and lovely. So let me walk you through this again. You notice the discomfort coming up in you. For me, mine today was, you can't take your kids out of school and go to Lake Tahoe for a day. What are you going to tell the teachers? So then my first thought is, oh, I'll tell them a lie. And I'm like, I don't lie. I can't tell them a lie. I have to tell them the truth. So, so I feel discomfort. Then I'm like, oh, I notice I'm feeling discomfort. I use that as an alarm. I go, oh, I'm feeling discomfort. Time for me to check in. Place my hand on my heart. Then I find my list. And I go, okay, what do I really want to experience today? Because I thought I could have just came to Lake Tahoe without my kids, and that would have been fine too. But as I really thought, what do I really want to experience today? It was this pleasure, sensuality, you know, because nature really brings me into my senses. I was also connection with these awesome kiddos. Aren't they fun? Just look at them. I just have this strong sense that we need connection right now. And it makes me emotional because it was like I had an opportunity to almost hear from God. Like, yeah, your family actually needs this right now. And so I chose to go ahead and continue and come to Lake Tahoe. So in that way, I kind of really wasn't rebelling. I was still living in my values. So I chose to come to Lake Tahoe to experience pleasure, sensuality. Both of those are values, and connection with my family. And as a side bonus, I got to do my video up here, which is so beautiful up here, and gives us all a little 10-minute adventure. I can't wait to hear what comes up for you. Please reach out to me if you're you know, stuck trying to identify any aspect of this process. I'd love to guide you through it. I'd love to talk about what you really value and what you really want to experience.